Well, well, well. And welcome to another day in the United States of fuck this place and fuck that guy too. He's currently president of the US of A and he's the stupidest motherfucker to ever be president, okay? Yeah, you don't get dumber than this big backbone spurred biff motherfucker. No, you don't, honey. And yes, there's a lot of motherfuckers in this video. Somebody called Samuel L. Jackson today because I'm about to give that motherfucker a run for his money, okay? Let's talk about this big backbone spurred biff kind of motherfucker today. This 34-time convicted felon, fraudster, and adjudicated rapist type of motherfucker, okay? Yes, he was asked a very good question today. Very good indeed. Shout out to the one that asked it to him, but not his answer, you see, because it proves to me he don't have a fucking clue what he's doing. He was asked directly about the bombing of the infrastructure inside of Iran because he's going on and on again about freeing the Iranian people from the current, extremist regime. Yeah. And he was asked, how does it help the people of Iran today to bomb critical infrastructure like schools and hospitals and pharmaceutical warehouses and bridges and universities? Yeah, how is that going to help the Iranian people rise up against the regime? I was curious too. Please explain, you big back fucking bone spurred biff kind of fucking fool. How does that help out the people to rise up against a regime by killing the people? He actually opened up his facial sphincter to say that the people of Iran are calling him asking for more bombs, hon. So, the people of Iran, who apparently are blacked out from having internet connection and all of that shit, so they can't get outside of their country to release a statement, are somehow calling him on the regular and telling him, please, please kill more of our kids. Please kill our women and our children today. Please absolutely destroy our power and water infrastructure too. That's what we want you to do. We want to be starving in the streets and weeping the loss of our children today. That will inspire us to rise up against the regime. No, let me tell you what he's doing. Let me tell you. Firstly, he's doing exactly what Dudu Netanyahu told him to do, because we know how Dudu likes to do a war play. Kill the innocents of that country right away. Displace families. Rip them apart. Bring them to their goddamn knees. Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's doing what Dudu's telling him to fucking do. Because we know this for a fact, that when you start attacking the innocents inside of a country in which you are at war with, what you're really doing is breeding a new generation of those that will hate the US of A, of extremists. That's how that works. That's how that works. You see, the propaganda that is told to the people of Iran, the propaganda that they fight back against, is that America is the enemy, that America kills kids, that America is a warmonger who has no fucking care for human life. That's the propaganda they have to digest every single day. And from what it looks like to me, their propaganda's on fucking point, and it might be true. And all this big backbone spurred biff, this motherfucker honey, is proving is that it is true. For all the people in Iran today that do not agree with the regime, well, that talking point the regime has. See, America's not about making people free. They're about murdering Muslim children, whoever the fuck they be. And as parents weep the death of their children today, well, they'll start to believe that propaganda's true. We can see it with our own eyes, baby. So maybe our enemy isn't the regime in our country. Maybe the enemy is across the seas, across the way. Maybe the enemy is the one who's actually dropping bombs on our children today. Yep. There's a reason that it's always two alt-right, conservative, extremist regimes who fight one another, baby. Because it's never about peace. It's never about the future being right and being bright. It's always about death and destruction. So yes, he is an idiot. A complete and total idiot. And thanks to him and Petey Keg's breath today, they have just bred a whole new generation of extremists who will call death to America. That's what he's doing. And he's given the regime in Iran more power today. Wrap your head around that. He's giving the regime more power. With every Iranian child that dies, he gives the Iranian regime more power. They don't have to do a thing. All they have to do is just sit back and let America commit war crimes. And it won't just happen in Iran. Everybody's watching. The whole fucking globe is watching the United States commit war crimes again and target women and children instead of the bad men. He's breeding enemies everywhere. Everywhere. This idea that this war will be over soon, this idea that if we go up there and we blow a whole bunch of shit away, that we're the winners, well, what do I always say about war, dear? No one's ever won one. Because the more destruction that is unleashed, new hate is bred for a future day. This war, even after the boom booms stop blowing in the skies, will still be a thing for the US of A. Forever and ever and a day. Because the only way you win a war is to prevent one in the first place. Let me say that again. The only way to win a war is to prevent one in the first place. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Impeach, remove, convict, baby. And you know where to pick it up. Link in bio, honey.